Be Glad Your Dad is Not an Octopus by Matthew Logelin and Sarah Jensen. Art by Jared Chapman. Most of the time, you're glad your dad is your dad, like when he's telling funny stories, singing silly songs, or letting you jump on the bed. But you're probably not glad your dad is your dad when he's grouchy, bossy, or just totally gross. And sometimes you wish your dad were anything but him. But be careful what you wish for, because it could be way worse. Be glad your dad is not a dog, because he would lick your face to say hello. Be glad your dad is not an owl, because he would keep you up all night. Be glad your dad is not an iguana, because he would puff up and hiss at you when he was grumpy. Stop that, says splash, splash, splash. They're splashing in the pool and he says, stop that. Be glad your dad is not a skunk, because he would make you so stinky when you surprised him. He says, boo, and the skunk dad sprays the little boy. Be glad your dad is not a tortoise, because everything would take forever. Be glad your dad is not a peacock, because he would think that he was so much prettier than you. No, you're not, she says. Be glad your dad is not a snake, because he would shed his skin in front of your friends. Be glad your dad is not an alligator, because he would have tons of extremely sharp teeth and probably really bad breath. Be glad your dad is not a bee, because he would always be buzzing around. That would be super annoying. Are you listening? Dishes in the sink? Huh? Homework done? Be glad your dad is not a dung beetle, because he would pile poop in your room. Seriously, that would be really gross. Be glad your dad is not a whale, because you couldn't take him anywhere. So he's trying to pull his dad on a wagon. His dad's a whale. Be glad your dad is not a dinosaur, because today he would be nothing but bones. Be glad your dad is not a monkey, because he would make you eat bugs, and they might get stuck in your teeth. Here's the monkey dad, and they're eating bugs. Be glad your dad is not an octopus, because he would always win at tag. You're both it. So here the octopus arms caught them both. Be glad your dad is not a unicorn, because no one would believe you. Yeah, right. Nice try. Weird. Be glad your dad is not a quail, because he would be so boring. So you should be glad your dad is your dad, because he will probably never do any of these crazy things like pile poop in your room. And he will always love you more than anything. Anything in the whole wide world. So there they are, giving their dad a hug. And even if he is kind of annoying, well, I'll be doggone, this really is a whale of a story. You just can't beetle it. Let's owl write another one together. Ha ha ha. So here, more about animals in this book. Why do dogs lick faces? Dogs lick faces to say hello or sorry. Why do owls keep their kids up all night? Many species of owls hunt at night because the animals that they eat are more plentiful when it's dark out. As a night owl, you would never get the first worm. Why do iguanas puff up and hiss? Iguanas have lots of natural predators, and to scare them off, iguanas puff up and hiss. Why do skunks make you stinky? When a skunk is surprised, it sprays a smelly liquid to scare away predators. Skunks would prefer to have their stink for special occasions, though, because it takes them several days to make more of it. Why are tortoises so slow? Many scientists believe that tortoises are super slow because they don't have to chase their food. They're herbivores, which means they eat plants, and because they don't have to run for most predators, their shells protect them. Their shells also give them a place to hide when their kids annoy them. So there's lots of more pages about all the animals in this book and about their bodies and why they do the things they do. So you can check your library for that book. Be glad your dad is not an octopus. So our craft today is going to be a little gift bag. So we're just making the bag for you to put a Father's Day gift or some treats in. You could bake a cookie or buy a treat and put it in there. So all you need to do is start with a brown paper lunch bag, or you can use a brown grocery bag if you have a larger one or a larger gift. And all I've done is cut 2 slits at the top. So about 10 or 12 centimeters down, and you're not going to cut all the way across. We need to still have them attached, but cut through both layers all the way down. So that would be your first part. The second part is to get a piece of paper, a nice scrapbooking paper or a piece of construction paper, and draw a tie. So to draw your tie, you can start with a triangle at the bottom, and then just don't close your triangle, and then join them up here at a point, and then you have another part of a triangle here. So that's generally what a tie looks like. So you can take that and cut it out with your scissors. So there's our tie. I'm just going to attach it to my bag before I do my folding. So you're going to tuck your tie right up at the seam where you started cutting your flaps. So you want to glue it right there. So put lots of glue on there. And line it up right underneath that spot. Attach your tie. All right, so that's what you're going to have. And I'm going to reach in and open up my bag. See a little more glue on the tip of the tie here. Make sure your tie is attached. So I'm going to reach in and open up my bag. And then you fill it up with your goodies, so either your baked goodies or your present that you have for your dad. And then to make the collar, I started by unfolding the bag and just cutting the flap. So you just fold out those corners, because a lunch bag has a crease like that, and we're just going to fold it out and cut it. So now you've got 2 pieces that are not attached. And then I fold them in nicely to make it look like a shirt collar. So you can just sort of eyeball and line up your folds. So I think that's about good for my first fold. I'm just going to lay it down and crease it with my thumb. And then I'm going to put some glue on it. And you're going to have 2 layers, so you're going to have to glue both of those down. So there's our first side of our shirt collar. And then you're going to do the same for the other side. So just fold it in before you glue it, line it up nicely, and see if you like that. And then you're going to glue the other side. So don't forget, before you start gluing your shirt collar down, to put your present or your goodies or your treats in your gift bag. Crease that down nicely with your thumb. So there's your Father's Day gift bags.